Well, guys, we've got something serious to tell you about today. I hope you're sitting down.
You might want to pour yourself a glass of wine, too.
Because we're going homeless!
Well, not really.
Well, kind of. What we've decided to do is to downsize our house into a 44-foot trailer.
That's about 400 square feet?
About that. So a lot of people are doing the tiny house thing. We're actually planning on traveling quite a bit. It seems like the perfect time to do that. So we wanted to put this video together just to tell you why we're doing it, what our plan is, how we're going to do it, and then how long are we going to do it? Because these are all decisions we've had to kind of go through to get here. So you want to tell them how we even came up with this wacky idea?
So yeah, it's not something that we had planned for a long time. We went camping with some friends in our pop-up that we've had for years. And I remember on the last day, I was climbing out of bed and I had to climb over you, onto a step, onto the floor. And I was like, kind of getting too old for this.
Yeah, so our camping journey has been tense when we first got married. We were gifted by your dad a great little pop-up that was a 1970 Scamper Camper, which was not much more than a tent on wheels, but it was great. And then we got rid of that when we moved to California and upgraded to the trailer we have now, which is a 19-foot pop-up that extends to about 27 feet, 2 king beds. It's got all the bells and whistles.
It's a great pop-up.
We really like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, after having a couple camping trips here with cold nights and then warm days, and I did work out of it for a week, and the air conditioning being loud and having to shut that off while I was doing calls and just not having hard walls, we decided, what if we looked at an upgrade for that? On the way home, what'd you do?
I was like, oh look, there's an RV store. Let's go check it out. Basically is how it went, right?
Yeah, pretty much like that.
We pulled in with the RV, or without the trailer or the pop-up in the back, and
right, I'm pretty sure they thought we were there to either get service or to trade it in, because they were the sales guy was kind of confused when he walked out. But really, we were just trying to get information on what an upgraded pop-up would be, or upgraded trailer would be.
What's the next step for us? Yeah.
So we've been kind of working up the step. I wanted to still have something with a campy feel, and you wanted something with hard walls. So long story short, or long story long, however we're doing this, we kept looking at bigger and bigger rigs until we were in about probably a 28 or a 30-foot pull behind, and we both kind of just looked at each other and went, man, this is big enough to live in.
Yeah, we kind of just sat down, looked around, and couldn't believe, like, this is a camper? This is like a home in here.
That's kind of the story of how we decided to do it. But then we thought, well, if we are gonna try to live in this thing, what are we gonna do? Like, why are we doing this?
Right, yeah, it was fun the first day, like, yeah, let's do this, great thought, but then we really had to think about, is this something that's real? Is this something that's actually tangible? And exactly what you said, why in the world would we even do this?
Right, so we started watching some YouTube videos and things about it, and it seems like it's definitely something that can be done. We see lots of people that have done it. We've even met some in person that live full-time out of their RV. But we really just kind of felt like life's short. We're not guaranteed tomorrow, so if we have the opportunity to do it, we should take that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, we've had, unfortunately, we've had early deaths in our family, and then we have family members who wanted to do this, live the RV lifestyle, and now, you know, they've reached an age where their body doesn't allow them to do that now, so they've missed out on it. And I think we've kind of decided we're just going to kind of seize the opportunity while it's here.
Yeah, and it's not just about we want to do it while we're fairly young, but our current situation, I have a job where I work remotely, so although I do travel for work, when I'm home, I work from home, so we've already moved from California to Nashville without affecting my work at all.
Right.
So now it seems like a good time to look at just moving about the country. So long as I can get to an airport and we have internet access, the job is fine. So a lot of people have to worry about how to make money on the road, and we're kind of gifted that that's not going to be a problem. We already have that.
It almost seems like it would be a disservice to our life if we wouldn't take this opportunity now, because it's just set up so perfectly. Our oldest daughter graduated high school, joined the Air Force. Our youngest daughter is about ready to leave the nest in a couple months.
Yep. So we just have one 17-year-old still at home. She graduates in May, and it so happens that's when our lease is up on the house we're in right now.
Yep.
So then we'll go on the road.
Yeah.
So we'll take her off to summer to remember style summer before her college starts. She's already been assigned a roommate at college, so that's really happening.
Yeah.
So we'll be empty nesters at just over 40.
Just over 40.
Barely.
Barely
well,
over 40.
barely.
Shush. At the recording of this video, I'm barely over as well.
So we talked about how we're supporting ourselves. We talked about why we're doing this.
So you might be wondering, how long do you guys plan on keeping up these shenanigans?
Well, we have just talked about this quite a bit, and we know we have 4 years with Amber in college, but Wes and Lexi will both be out of the military in about 2 years. So right now we're looking at about 2 years, and then either we're going to come back and kind of settle in one area, probably near them, because we could have some grandkids on the way before we're out of our 40s, which would be awesome. Or we'll see what they have planned, and at least in 4 years we'll probably get off the road. But we'd like it to last as long as possible.
Right. Yeah.
It kind of, as you talk about this and you get to kind of tell your friends about it and your family about it, you start to feel, is this a midlife crisis?
I think it might be.
It could be, or it could not be, but either way, I think we're going to enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
And we're really after the journey of enjoying the outdoors, getting out more, not being stuck to a house, and just getting on the road. I think we've always enjoyed that.
Yeah.
A little of our history, we started out, we met in Arkansas, we moved to Illinois, then we moved back to Arkansas and back to Illinois. Stayed there for 8 years, had a house there, sold our house there, moved to California, now we're in Nashville.
Yeah.
So you can tell we're kind of all over the place.
Hence our name.
Prone to roam. We are prone to roam. So what are you most looking forward to?
Just being on the road and enjoying time, seeing the U.S., spending time with you. I'm really hoping for just some declutter time, not just with the house, but just with everything, with just time to be out and just enjoying life really without all the extra stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think that we've talked about a lot. We're kind of habitual hobbyers.
Yes.
Where we start something and we're fully into that, and then we kind of move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping this downsizing will force us to be more intentional about what we're doing.
Yes.
Doing more hiking, going to see places that we've always wanted to go, taking the RZR out to like Arches or Glacier or the Rubicon Trail would be amazing. Just all these, people call them bucket lists, but it's not really that I want to do it before we kick the bucket. I just want to enjoy that together. While we're younger, we have this opportunity that just seems like the writing is on the wall, that this is the time to do it.
Right.
Let's take advantage of it and get it done. So coming up, I think our plan is to have several videos talking about downsizing, how we select the rig that we select, what do we do when we're looking for trucks to pull that. There's so many things you have to think about when you're doing this. Right now we're in 2,500 square feet. We need to downsize to 410 or so.
Yeah,
and that's with the largest rigs you can buy.
Yeah, we have 20 years of marriage that we have to scale down to 400 square feet.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be good though. I'm excited to kind of get rid of a lot of stuff.
Completely excited.
Yeah. So saying that, go ahead and subscribe to us and hit the notification button. We plan on putting videos out weekly, hopefully, is a plan. But this way you can kind of follow along on our journey and see where we're going and just how is this happening? How are they pulling this off? You know, is it going the way they wanted it to? Hopefully it will.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely not professionals at this. Going from a pop-up to a large fifth wheel we're gonna make mistakes.
It's a big learning curve.
And we just like to take you along for the journey. All right, so we'll catch you guys next week when I think we're planning on talking about RV shows.
Yeah. Yep. So look for one of the links here or down here.
Wherever
I'm not
it
sure
is.
where they.
Is it here now,
Again,
or-
we're not pros, but it's
So we'll put stuff in the
somewhere
description.
around here. Yes.
All right. We'll see you later.
Bye.
What was that?
Like, I don't know if it's recording.
Yes.
You're doing that. Okay.
No jazz hands. Take 3. You know,
My face is getting hot.
so wifey.